Hello everyone, this is Jasmine, also known as Bubbles on Ice. You can find me on Tumblr, on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Patreon. On my YouTube channel here, I do celebrity tarot readings on demand. So you are free to send me a DM or in the comments to request for a reading. I try my best to finalize all the requests, but sometimes it's hard because my list is really very long, because I do get requests through my DMs both here and on Instagram and on Tumblr and on Patreon. So I have a very long list. However, I try my best. If you have time, check out my Patreon, please, because I do a lot of work there, which I post nowhere else actually. If you join, you can join as a free member and get the regular celebrity tarot readings and some updates on different kind of things. But as a paid member on Patreon, you will be able to access my exclusive readings on certain celebrities. And I also run master classes for those who want to learn to read the tarot. I do pendulum readings, I do twin flame readings, I do guided meditations, I teach manifestation techniques, and so on and so on. And also as a paid member, you are entitled to a personal reading as well that I do for you personally. Now, enough of that. Oh, just one more thing. I would like to point out that I am not a native English speaker, so I want to apologize right now that if my grammar is really bad, and also sometimes it's difficult for me to pronounce certain words, and also my vocabulary is sometimes a little bit limited, so it's hard for me to find the right words to interpret the cards, but I think I'm doing quite well. If by chance you have problems understanding what I'm saying, there is a function underneath every video called transcription where you can read the text as well. This reading is for Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber, guys. Hailey is pregnant, and my reader wanted to just know a little bit about what is going on. I have, I don't really follow Justin or Hailey, but I do read gossip sometimes, and I do know that there is a lot of assumptions out there. People I don't know. So, some people just say that they are not for real, that he loves Selena still, and blah 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 and all that. I'm not sure, because I think they have been married for quite a while, haven't they? I mean, if he really doesn't want to be with Hailey, wouldn't that relationship have ended a while ago? Well, I'm not gonna give any, opinions from me. I try to stay out of being a tarot reader with opinions. I try to let my cards tell a story themselves. But either way, we're just going to have a short little update when it comes to Justin and Hailey, and see how are things between them. Are the feelings genuine? Do they have a good relationship? What is going on? I would like to tap into the energy of Justin and Hailey Bieber. Please tell us a little bit about them. That's too many. Oh dear. cards, why are you being so difficult right now? There we go. Now what we are getting here is we do have someone who is holding back a little bit about themselves. They are trying not to be too public, even though the public is very interested about them and they are always in headlines, they're always in the news. I sense that someone is in this relationship is trying to be private, try not to reveal too much about themselves, and they really don't like what the public has to say about them. So one part of the two is trying to stay very low-key and is really, you know, really fed up with everything that has to do with always sharing about their lives and their everything about themselves, because they want people to concentrate on their art. They want people to be noticing them for the things they do and not for who they are. They're quite playful. This couple is quite playful. They do take time off from work at times and just to laugh and to try to be playful and lift their energy, so that after a while they can return to work with you know, renewed perspectives and new energy. So they always try to balance work and play. And also there has been a lot of worries in this relationship, so they're really trying to get to the state where they can think that there's really nothing to worry about. They want to live a life which is less if you know, less effort. They would like to be able to just be themselves and not always be judged by others. This is what it is about. But you know, sometimes the situation requires that they actually clear the fog a little bit. Sometimes they have to explain themselves to the public when things get out of hand, when the gossips get out of hand. They do feel that they have to clear their side of the story, and sometimes they do feel like they have to blow off some steam as well, because it can be sometimes infuriating about the way people portray them. They feel like they are being very you know, the public can be very unfair and really harsh at times, so it is not very easy. At the moment they're really trying to start anew. They feel like that a new chapter has started for them, and they really want to start anew and you know, and do things in a new way and see life in a new way. And they do want to share whatever they have, but at the same time they want it to be positive. They don't want things to be negative loaded. They would like to be able to share happy news, happy ideas, happy moments. And they just want to be able to dare to be happy without people judging them and telling them that it's fake, or telling them that it's just pretending. They just want to show that they are actually happy together and they are a happy couple. And they want to be able to put each other first. I feel like they do a lot of times. They put each other first. They are actually very not selfish. They do prioritize each other in this relationship. I think the relationship is actually quite good. But they do get exhausted. There are a lot of worries and a lot of things to perspective to be taken care of. So sometimes they do get very exhausted, and they need to rest and regain their energy. And they just want to be able to feel safe. They want to be able to feel safe from the public. Feel safe to be a couple. Feel safe to be happy. Feel safe to do their own things. And also, I don't know if this is Justin or Hailey. I feel maybe it is about Justin. He also wants to reclaim his art. You know, he has talent for the things he do, but he sometimes lack energy to do the things that he loves most. But he really is in the mood to reclaim his art and really do more of what he really likes. And also, life is not an emergency, so they need to be more mindful about taking things easy and not rushing into things all the time, or they don't have to take care of everything at the same time. They just need to take things easy, take a break, fill their well, you know, regain their energy, and try to just enjoy life. They do feel that people leave them out in the cold at times. They feel that people doesn't care about them. And there is, oh, sorry about that. There is a loneliness in their hearts. They feel very excluded from the outer world. They feel very isolated. They do feel like they have each other, but that's about it. So they do feel very dependent on each other because of that, because they really don't have many other people to depend on. And also they are always fighting for their peace. I don't know how to put this, but I feel like that there is a constant urge for people to talk badly about them, to treat them badly. There is always some kind of gossips about them that isn't true, and they're always trying to fight those things off, and it's very exhausting. And there is always this longing to better times. There's always this longing for acceptance from other people. And it seems like things are going to be a little bit, there's going to be a change. There's going to be a change in their life. And of course, we are talking about a pregnancy here. So of course, things are going to change for them, hopefully to the better. But I think this change is also about how people perceive them from now on. Maybe the relationship will be taken more seriously now. Maybe people will believe this relationship more. Or maybe we can, maybe this is about some other types of changes. I'm not sure. They are definitely tired of fighting. They are tired of guarding the territory. They're tired of, you know, always protecting themselves. And they're tired of being stabbed in the back, being hurt. They always also tired of saying no to people, because people expect so much from them. They expect them to always give them answers about the relationship, about the status, and they're really tired of that. You know, they just want to be able to grow together. They just want to see the relationship blossom. They don't want to be always defending themselves as a couple. And they are hardworking people, both of them. So they want to be working on their projects. They want to be doing something else than being this couple constantly defending themselves. And there has been a lot of sorrows, actually. As I say, they do feel very lonely at times. They do feel let down by people. There are a lot of sorrows as well in this relationship. It has not always been, well, it has actually never been really sunshine, because they have had so many challenges. But at the same time, they work through those things together. They are still not there yet. They are not still happy. There are still a lot of things they need to work on in order to achieve that happiness. But what they are hoping for is at least that they don't have the need to guard the perimeter anymore. They don't have to protect the territory anymore. And also always protecting this illusion that people have of them, because they are really not trying to steal anything from anyone. It is not about, I feel like this is not about stealing Justin from Selena or anything. But this couple is really, you know, they just want to be together. They just want to be able to do the things. Are we talking about very righteous people? No, we are not talking about very righteous people, because they do a lot of bad things as well themselves. So they have brought a lot of problems to themselves. So they are not completely guilt-free. But they're tired, and they're afraid. They are also fed up with the unknown. They don't want to be heading for the unknown forever. They just want to settle down, and they just want to, you know, be able to say they have decided to do this. They don't want to be heading to the unknown forever. They've done a lot of soul searching. They've done a lot of seeking for answers. They have done a lot of trying to figure out the answer to the problems. So I feel like they have really had a hard time. But there is also an addiction problem here. We are also, I don't know whether this is addiction in the sense of alcohol or drugs, or we are talking about codependency, people chained to each other in a toxic relationship, because sometimes people can be too dependent on each other as well, and that is not always the best outcome. So this addiction can be any of those things, or maybe a combination of those things as well. They really feel that people have been very unfair to them, and they do feel that they haven't gotten what they deserved. But we have also the Lovers in reverse. Now that is weird, because the Lovers in the reverse, it's almost like, because we have Adam and Eve here. They have to do the right things to stay in paradise, but they haven't done the right things, so they are thrown out from the Garden of Eve. They are thrown out of the Garden of Eden, and I kind of feel like this is a message to them that maybe the reason that they have faced all these challenges in their love life is because at one point they fell for some kind of temptation. They did something bad. They did something that wasn't good, and they were kind of thrown out from this Garden of Eden. They were thrown out from paradise. That's why they have suffered in this relationship, because it was actually their karma. So they definitely are not completely guilt-free when it comes to the things. A lot of these things they have brought upon themselves, I feel like. Let's just pull a few more cards just to clarify this. Well, they do have financial security and long-term success and all that. So they don't need to worry about wealth or and money. But when it comes to, oh, look at that, guys, we have Adam and Eve reversed again. This is the same card. But there is some kind of a disharmony here. There is some kind of they have made some bad choices. Definitely, they have made some bad choices throughout the years that did not benefit this relationship. But they do have a lot of financial independence. They do have a lot of rewards when it comes to luxury. But is that enough? Money is not always enough. But we are also talking about a tower moment. So there is gonna be a sudden change. There's gonna be some kind of a disaster, an awakening. Maybe they already had that awakening. Maybe they do understand that maybe they have been too public with this relationship that has caused themselves a lot of problems. Because if you try to get too much attention from people, you can't really blame them for talking about you. You cannot blame people for having an opinion about you if you constantly cry out for their attention, um, because that's how it works. If you are a public figure and you show people your life, you show off your lifestyle, you show off your luxury, you show off everything like that, at some point people they are going to react. They are going to have an opinion about you. They're going to have an opinion about your relationship, the clothes you wear, the things you do, the things you say. It's just how it is. So if you don't want people talking about you, maybe stay more private. That's what I'm thinking. Well, but they are definitely a team, so they do work well together, and they do have the same goals, and they are trying to build something together. So this is a truthful relationship. So I don't think that this relationship is loveless or anything like that, like certain people suggest. They do want to build this relationship. That is why they're together. That is why they are married. That is why they are having a baby. But maybe they didn't do everything right. Maybe there has been some kind of public publicity within this relationship that they have, put together, and that is not that has not done them well. It was a bad choice, in the sense that they got too much attention when it comes to this relationship. And sometimes they do have some broken communication. Sometimes they do have a tension between them because of all this public opinions about them. Of course, it drains them, and they do have discussions and arguments because of that, unfortunately. So they do have their ups and downs in this relationship, but all in all, yeah, how I interpret the cards is that this is a real relationship, and they do want to build something together. And I think they're going to stay together for still a long time. But they might want to change direction a little bit. They might want to change the tactics a little bit if they don't want that much public involvement in the relationship. If they don't want people to judge them or to gossip about them, then they need to, stay away from the public eye. That is what I think they need to do. So please tell me in the comments what you think. What are your thoughts about this relationship or this reading? And let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.